Hi friends, today I thought I would share a video about my most recent local card shop visit and the pickups. So being that I was born in 77, I really started collecting in right around 84, just barely, but 85, 86 is when I really remember buying a lot. In the 87, I kind of got serious about it and understand a little bit more, but 85, I remember basically Topps was the only thing I ever saw. So when I would see a Fleer or Donruss card, I thought it was like the most unique, awesome, cool, rare, just amazing thing in the world. So I think it's just stuck with me all these years later. So 40 years later. And so when I see them, I'll still grab them and pick them up. So these are kind of like the childhood, really too low cost for it to make sense to buy on eBay, because I mean, these are less than shipping, so there's really no way to do that unless you bulk buy. So it's nice to go to the local card shop and support local business, kind of make some friends in the hobby that are local, close by, and also pick up some cards that just have some nostalgia to them. So I'm just going to run through these really quick. It was a huge purchase because, as you can see, I left the price tags on. I'll do that sometimes just to kind of give me a point of reference. I can obviously take them off at any point and make the collection look a little bit nicer, but I'm just going to rapid fire through these things because none of them are really, a big deal. It's not like I'm trying to feature a certain card, but it's just cool to kind of see, you've got a couple of these Tom Seavers, almost all Hall of Famers at this point, because of time and affordability and who they are. So that's the 85 Donruss. I think I picked up 12 of those. Found some 85 Fleers. I do from childhood. These are some of my absolute favorite players. Growing up in Chicago area, Sandberg, I played second base in Little League, so obviously I'll take any of his stuff. Mike Schmidt, amazing, best third baseman ever. Tom Seaver. So you get to pick these guys up, and they're 50 cents, 75 cents, things like that. So I have zero issues with going beyond the vintage era and picking up some stuff that's just kind of fun. What's really weird that I find, probably just because I never really went back and kind of had some gaps in collecting, some of these cards I've never seen. As weird as it is, I'll see some oddball, a combo card or Diamond King card, and I'll think, like, I've never seen that card. How is that possible? So as I go through and run through these, value boxes, and he has them sorted by years, the shop I go to, so I'll take a look through the different years and just see who I can find. Yogi Berra with some styling shades there. Brett Butler's kind of an interesting one. Not Hall of Famer. Probably falls somewhat close to a career like Harold Baines, honestly. Just really good player. Not always an all-star, but a very good player. I don't know, I just always liked that. That was the kind of the old-fashioned leadoff hitter, the old table setter, steal 30, 40 bases some years and draw a walk and work the pitcher, see some pitches, help the next guy behind him. So kind of a lost art in today's game, I think. Reminds me of like 80s Cardinals type team player. But some Fleers. Some of these I'm doing just to round out player runs too. So I almost tended to just end my player runs at 79, and I thought, well, as much as I don't like going into the 80s, where I feel like once you start getting more than one brand, it gets to be tough, and where do you stop? And some of those Fleer years, I feel like there's 3 or 4 Carl Yastrzemskis, and where does that ever end? But not exactly hard to kind of complete the run. So lots of benches, lots of Stargels. Yastrzemski, I think I probably have his whole run complete now. So working at it. 80s. So Fred Lynn, another guy. Hall of really good. Some years that were just off the charts amazing, and then lots of okay years, and a few that were not helping his cause for the Hall, but good player for sure. Good one for discussion and debate. 81s, some more. I did get a lot of 81s this time. That's actually a really cool card too. I like that one. Stargell, another Schmitty. So you end up seeing just a lot of the same faces, a lot of the same kind of era cards when I go into the store, because I'll just sit down and grab, you know, early 80s and dig through a couple boxes, find some stuff that's worth considering. Things like this are interesting too. I feel like sometimes, I don't know, the conditions are really all that different. So I'll explain why I don't mind, you know, I'll still grab the 3 even though there's the 1s. One might be a little bit worse. Maybe it's got an extra ding corner or something like that, which for an 80s card definitely makes a difference. But and then you get some of these like traded ones that he'll throw in there sometimes that just aren't really as common, things you might not have seen. That's an O-Peachy, so that's a little bit extra cool. That's the one I didn't have, so snag that. But just kind of fun. These old pictures too, I just love. Ryan's pretty cool. Ozzie Smith's second year. So again, all pretty much super affordable stuff. And these are all what I'd consider to be not vintage. They're almost, for my collection, ultra modern. The only thing that's really newer than this that I would collect would be when it's really an old player on a new card. I don't mind that so much either. But this all fits in with how I collect. So let's see. Finally getting into vintagey kind of era. Let's lay out Ruth there, and those are fun too. So 70s, a couple of Munsons. I'm trying to finish off the Munson run, which I think I have doubles of one of those at least. Old Fisk. I always liked that card a lot. I thought that was really cool. Leader's card. RBI leader. So some fun ones there. Some interesting stuff. Add some 70s. 60s. Not too bad. So Crew All-Star. Stuff like that. I mean, that's, I'm talking about like a deal. $3. McCovey and Marichal. Jim Bunning, I'm kind of lacking. He's one of those, like, I feel like kind of next tier down Hall of Famers that I just haven't collected real hard. Billy Williams, always good. Another cool like combo card I've just never picked up, and you know, you see that for a couple bucks. It's like, all right, it's reasonable. Bobby Cox I finally got. And that's a duplicate, but I figure at some point somebody's gonna want that, and for $5 I can maneuver that down. So here's what's really interesting is I just showed you some of the prices and all the cards. Because I end up buying in bulk, and because of how our local shop does things, basically if you figure out that I paid sticker price for everything you just saw, so assume that Ernie Banks was $5, when you bulk everything together, I'm sure if you buy 4 quarter cards, he's going to say it's $1. When you bulk it together, he's willing to negotiate. So effectively, all of these cards would be free. So not bad. So if you figure everything else was at sticker, so I think this total up to be 160 some dollars, 161 something. And I just basically said, you know, what can you do? And we got it to like 110. So effectively, you know, your second year bench all-star, no cost. Your Mickey Mantle with Pete Rose in the front card, no cost. Eckersley rookie. Not my first Eckersley rookie, but it's good. Can always use an Eckersley rookie. There's nothing wrong with that. 71 Brock. Not the high grade 71, but definitely not brutal. Reasonable. I'll take it. Seaver cards. I'm always trying to finish off his run plus kind of collection. So the 70 Seaver, again, not perfect. Not perfect, but a good card. And then the the last one I tossed in, we were basically at 100, and I said, all right. So I could use the Munson. I actually have the O-Peachy. I don't have a top, so it's probably a, I don't know, top 10, 20 like cool card in the industry without factoring in value and different things. Like, this is just such an iconic, neat looking image and card. And Thurman Munson, I'd say definitely Hall of Famer, but he's not made it just yet. But not, again, the value grade. High end is really, really expensive, and decent grade is even pretty expensive. So this thing marked at 20 and picked it up for 10 is a win. And like I said, when you bundle everything together, effectively it's free. So not bad. That's my local card shop visit. That's the pickups, and just curious how everybody else collects. I think this is a fun addition and stuff that I'll enjoy looking through for the next several years. So hope everyone's having a good day, and we'll see you next time on the next video. Thanks.